All right. This is Bum Wine Bob. Welcome to an all-new edition of Bum with Bobcat on Premier Podcast Network. Happy New Year to everybody. Cheers to you out there, ringing in the new year with the champagne of beers as we are kicking things off here with something that has been teased quite a bit over the last 6 months or so. And as you can tell by the sweatshirt here with my Four Loko, if I can get it in the picture here, going the wrong way. There it is. Is the Four Loko can power rankings we will be revealing finally today to kick off 2024. But before we get into that, we have to bring in Mr. Loko himself. Even though he couldn't find his sponsored by Four Loko hat today, we won't hold that against him. But here he is here. Roadhouse is back again. Roadhouse man, how you doing?
Happy New Year, brother.
Yes, you too. Cheers. Yes, everybody's kind of recovering from their holiday hangovers and I know you've been a little under the weather yourself here.
Right.
But you're recovering. We're here. We got the good stuff. We're ready to drink and get these rankings in line because people have been waiting patiently for like 6 months, I think was when I said I was going to do this. And then Four Loko threw a curveball at us when they announced the Jungle Juice. I was like, I had everything all ready to go, all 13, and then those sons of bitches were released, the Jungle Juice, searching high and low for it. You found it. You sent it to me. We tried it. It's in there in the archives. If you missed that show somehow when we did our live taste test of it, it's in there. If you want to listen to it or watch it on the YouTube archives, it's out there. And lo and behold, a week later, I finally find it in person. That's we knew that was what was going to happen.
Exactly.
But we couldn't wait to do it. So if you missed that one, go ahead and check that out.
We really hope for that Christmas miracle. And
thanks to the United States Postal Service.
Yeah.
It did not make it here in time. But it's okay. We won't hold that against them because technically you shouldn't be sending that anyway. But hey, who knows? What's in the box? I don't know. It's
Christmas.
It's Christmas gifts.
Christmas cheer.
Yeah, Christmas cheer. That's as they say. But yes, before we get into the rankings here, don't forget to like, subscribe, follow Bum with Bobcat on all your favorite podcast apps, and don't forget to smash that subscribe button on YouTube. We hit over the 100 subscriber mark just over the beginning of the year, so we just about hit what we wanted. But keep spreading the word. We're going to be doing more video content, more stuff. Yes, podcasts are one thing. People like me putting out videos of me searching the liquor stores, the old LSD with BWB that I teased a couple years ago. Will that make its way out in 2024? We'll see.
Yeah,
we'll see. But there's always searching the bottom shelf out there and putting up pictures of me with my fake AI generated Funko Pops. People really enjoyed that as well. It's funny to see what engagement you get from people that follow you, which we've talked about before, that it's amazing sometimes when you're like, okay, yes, I mean, I only have like 2,000 or so followers on Instagram, and you post something, you get like 10 likes, and you're like, there's no way that has to be correct.
Right.
Like, people don't see it, or they scroll by it. I don't know. It's the algorithms we've gone into before. And I had a couple people like reach out to me after things. It was either after I posted the video of the behind the Bum Wine bar down here, when I posted my whole lineup of bum wines, I had somebody send me a DM and they said, I've been following you for years and I thought I knew you in person. I have no idea who the person was. They somehow thought that we knew each other. I'm like, I don't know you, but hey, I appreciate the follow. For the longest time. And then somebody else replied to my Funko Pop video and said, "Man, I've been following you since I was in college." And I don't know how long that was for this person, but hey, I appreciate it.
Yes.
Keep spreading the good word about the best of the worst and cheap booze out there, and keep searching the bottom shelf. You never know when you can find your diamond in the rough. People saw that picture of that bottle of Thunderbird, and they're like, "Man, how'd you find that?" And I'm like, "Look, you just got to go out,
Yeah.
get searching, see what you can find out there."
There's nothing better than finding a good hidden treasure.
Yeah, I mean, like, yes, it's not in production, but you can find it.
Yeah.
You go to some of those shady spots, and you can find some of that. So keep searching. And as we said, we're going to be throwing it back with a lot of the old school classics this year. Next up, soon we will be diving into the Thunderbird with a special guest who's a big connoisseur himself of the Night Train, the Thunderbird, and the bum wines of the world. So stay tuned for that. But before we get into the old school, we're going to wrap up the new school, and that is the 2024 bumwinebob.com Four Loko Power Rankings. After we did the Four Loko Pregame Power Rankings a few months back, that it ended up being this guy here, the Four Loko Pregame Loco USA, that took home the number one spot in the pregame power rankings. But will Loco USA be number one in the Four Loko can power rankings? That's the big mystery, and we'll see here, with our USA. But I figured since I had a little bit left here of the Loco USA pregame, to crack this open just to celebrate the previous winner here.
Let's see which way you got to go with these.
Yeah, I'm sorry. We are not experts here when it comes to
No.
the video version of the podcast, but stick with us, all right? All right, cheers.
Cheers.
Ooh, there it is.
That's good.
Loco USA. And what I'm also gonna do, since I had my one can of High Life, and we did this before.
Yes.
I'm going to crack open another can of the High Life over here. And I think when you did it, because you had the can, did you pour it in a glass and drink it that way, or did you pour it in the top of the can?
I actually had the big aluminum cans, remember?
Oh, right. Because when I did it I had the High Life bottle the last time, and that was perfect to do. But I'm like, I got the can, so I'm like, do I pour it in a cup and mix it that way, or do I drink a little off the top, pour it in, and maybe do it that way? I think I'm going to do it in the can.
Yeah. Give you plenty of room.
Yeah. This is science, folks. See, here we go. And one more. Got to make enough room there to get that USA in there.
Such a good mix.
Oh, there we go. Look at that. Perfect. Finished off exactly what I had left here.
Yep.
So do that. See? Oh, yeah. That's good. Just gotta swirl it around a little bit. Try not to spill on myself.
It's amazing how good it mixes, how well it goes together.
Yeah. Because at first I was skeptical at first when you first brought it up, and you're like, "Oh, I was mixing this with the Miller Lights and the aluminum bottles," and I was like, "All right, well, what if you do a High Life?" Like, no, there we go. There we go. That's for Efren, all right?
Yeah.
But,
yeah, when I first mixed them up, I really I found something new that I enjoyed, and and then how quickly I ran out of pregame
and then you couldn't find it, and then lo and
where I
behold,
bought it.
yeah, and then lo and behold, in your travels, you found it all once again. So I'm dropping cans already here.
The one
All
place
right.
I found it was the place I found the jungle juice.
See, now you know where that was now, right? You marked it down.
Yes.
Put like a little star on the map saying this is this
Yes.
is where it is.
Whenever I get within a half mile of it, I get a notification.
Yeah, it says, do you need to stop in and stock up? Not today, but maybe tomorrow. You never know.
Oh, that's good.
That's good, bud. All right, so okay, we got our pregame in us. We got our drinks here. So I think it's time. Get the I should have set up a little drum roll here for the for the announcement. I have the feeding the ducks music here. I don't know what that is. There's a little mood music there
There you go.
to get you going here as we kick off the Four Loko Power Rankings here. So we have 14 flavors. I finally got all of them, and it's pretty much since all in 2023. I took the time to crack open each one of them to revisit and give them all another try again.
Yes.
Because there's a lot of flavors, and there's some that you don't drink that often. We personally here kind of got in a rotation of a select few that are kind of like always the go-tos. So you're not always going out there for some of the original flavors that are out there. So it was nice to take the time to revisit these and see, okay, how do they rank overall? And before we get into it, I want to pretty much say that overall, there's really not any bad flavors out there, at least when it comes to our palate that we have here. And it's like a little asterisk next to it because for us, we'll drink any of these and be like, all right, this is fine. We can drink it. It's not bad. You give one of these to some random person who's not used to drinking it, and they're going to complain right away.
Correct.
And be like, oh, how do you drink this? This tastes like battery acid. This is terrible. But for the people like us and our fellow bottom shelf connoisseurs, there's really nothing you can go wrong with here. So just because something is ranked at the bottom of the list doesn't mean it's something bad, because you see these lists all the time. I had somebody reach out to me the other day and show me like one of those lists on like MSN or some random site, like, oh, 15 of the worst beers. And they put like Keystone Light, PBR, like all the cheap beers. And I'm like, this list is terrible. This is garbage. Why are you? It's like they put all the cheap beers on it and say, oh, these are so bad. But then you look at the list, you're like, well, not really. You just have to know what you're getting into. Yeah, 14 of the worst beers, according to beer drinkers. Now, who are these beer drinkers? It wasn't you and me.
No,
I was not asked to be a consultant on this list, so
yeah,
I don't know.
Boxer would be number one.
Yeah. Yeah, like I was gonna say, like, very quick. There's a couple on here that I wanted to say. Yeah, Keystone Light, Milwaukee's Best. But then they throw stuff in here like any pumpkin flavored beer, and it's like this is just people they're just fishing for clicks.
Yeah,
Trying to get people to do it, like Coors Light, Budweiser, Heineken, Ice House, Rolling Rock, Pabst Blue Ribbon, and any IPA. Like, I mean, like, don't everybody out there do me a favor. Do not listen to these lists. Listen to us.
yeah.
We have the the real info.
Experience.
Yeah, that you need we have that for you over here. So pretty much here is the lineup of what we have here. This is all your Four Loko right here. This is all 14 cans, all lined up, nice and pretty. You see what I do here for everybody? I line this up real nice to get them out there. So this is what we will be going through here and giving you the Four Loko Power Rankings. So without any further ado, I think we're ready. I think we should get into it. I've been stalling long enough here before we get into it.
I can't believe how well you got them all to sit there in a row for the picture.
I know you got to get the whole class together and in session over there. So all right, let me get this out of the way. I need some room. Got to get my my box out here of all my cans here. So bringing in the rear, coming in at 14. This is one that you and I both had together recently.
Okay.
And we could say that we kind of struggled with it in a sense. And so coming in at number 14 is the Four Loko Sour Apple. Is pulling in the caboose here. Because we had this recently. Yeah. Yeah, because we had this. You can go back and watch the arc. I think this was on the 14 days of Four Loko Christmas is when we cracked open this one. And we both said that at the end we were kind of struggling to get this down because we can get through these Four Lokos pretty quick.
Right.
And this one here was a little bit of a chore to get through, but it will still work. I mean, this one, the 13.9.
It got the job done.
It will get the job done. That's for sure. So coming in at number 14, Four Loko Sour Apple. And then right behind that one is one that I was a little disappointed in when I cracked this open again. I didn't have this one in a long time before I got my hands on it again. And that was the Four Loko, the watermelon. I was a little disappointed with the taste of this one. I thought it used to have a little more flavor to it. It kind of felt a little flat to me. So I don't know what you thought, because I think you had one of these recently.
Yeah.
Or over the summer between then and now. But I was really not excited, but I was like, oh yeah, the watermelon. I haven't had this one in years. And then I had it and I was like, nah. Comparing it to like the sour melon, which it's not a watermelon, but it's still in the melon family. But so I was a little disappointed with the watermelon.
I like. I'm gonna have to go back as soon as this is all over. I'm gonna get the list and I'm gonna go back and look. See what
you can go back, critique it.
Yeah.
And anybody out there at home, if you have your own list, I mean, I'm sure everybody out there creates a Four Loko Power Rankings list. Feel free to share it.
I'm sure I'm not going to agree with a lot what you go with.
Yeah. But like I said, after these two, that I could say that these were towards the bottom of my list. A lot of the ones after this are really a crapshoot. I mean, it was really tough to rank these. So don't get too upset out there if one of your favorites might be ranked a little bit lower than you might expect. But coming in at number 12 is the Four Loko, the Electric Lemonade. So, like I said, it's another one that's not bad. Just in the world of lemonade,
this is really
drinks.
hard. This is really hard. Like you said, from here on out, they're all good.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, it's really ranking them because they had to be ranked. They had to have numbers with them.
Yes.
And anything really below that doesn't mean it's bad, because as we just talked about this one before, at number 11 is the Four Loko Sour Melon, which is a solid flavor. And this one here was still at 14 at the time when I I had this. So that would give it some bonus points, and also because I think this is the one I had when we were getting loco with Lindsay Ryder. So it's a sentimental
Yes.
favorite there for for that. But that's number 11, the Four Loko Sour Melons. So we're hitting the top 10 here, and coming in at 10, somewhere in my box here, it's like a grab bag as always, is the Four Loko Fruit Punch. Fruit Punch, which I think this is the one you cranked open on Christmas.
On
It's
Christmas,
nice,
yeah.
the holiday.
Yep.
Holiday. Nice and red. You put the fruit punch with the watermelon, and you have your Christmas variety there. But this one's another one that I didn't have it in a while. The first time I had it in probably years, and definitely not bad. Only at the 12%, so one of the ones that's on the lower end of the ABV, but that's the Fruit Punch kicking off the top 10, which means at number 9 right here is the Sour Blue Raz.
Solid.
See, which I just had this one recently again, and it's one of those too that it's, and I'll say it a lot, that they're bad. You can drink them, and all of them will get you a good buzz, no matter what.
Right.
Out there. So that's the Sour Blue Raz. We get my other box here. Make sure we're in order here, because this is a, look at this. You got to have them all in your cardboard box. I was like, how am I going to put these all out here and keep them all lined up that I grab the the right ones? And I don't know why my light is freaking out, but hey, why not? Okay. Then at number 8, oh, wrong one. See? Oh, there it is. There we go. The Four Loko Peach at number 8. See, that's the one. This was the one that I think that Lindsay had when she joined us on the podcast, and kind of kicked off my thought of doing the Four Loko Power Rankings. Right. I was like, let me try that one, and then it snowballed into this whole thing of, well, screw it, man. Let's just do every
that's
flavor.
A flavor I haven't found around me yet is peach.
Okay. Yeah, so that's one that you need to get out.
Yes.
Get searching for out there. See, because like you said, there's some of these flavors that they're tough to find. They're out there. You hit that Four Loko finder and see what shows up in your area. So where are we at now? We are at number 7, and that is the Four Loko, the Sour Grape.
Yeah.
See, Sour Grape, solid one. This is the one I drank on the 300th episode, and did the complete Four Loko koozie spin with this guy here. So that's so this one is very aerodynamic. So that's why it gets bonus points for that. But Four Loko does a really good job with their sour grape flavors between this one and the pregame Wicked Sour Grape or Wicked Grape, whatever the hell they call it. They do a great job with the grape, which we've said can be something that's either really good or really bad and tastes like cough medicine. So there we go. So Four Loko Grape there at number 7. And then number 6 got here is the one of the OGs, the Four Loko Strawberry Lemonade.
Okay.
Coming in at number 6, which is a nice, refreshing, more of a summertime.
It definitely is.
Flavor. And fun fact, this has the notoriety of being the first Four Loko that was ever covered as a malt beverage of the week at bumwinebob.com after I cracked it open when I was in Las Vegas, like 9 years ago. So, 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 fun fact for everybody out there is that. So, what that means now, we're hitting the top 5.
Top 5.
We have 5 left, and which is a tough one. These are all really tough to rank, tough to figure out who would be number 1. I said it was tough ranking the rest of these. It was even worse and even tougher to do the top 5 of seeing, okay, which one could take the top spot. So coming in at number 5 is the Four Loko Gold. Coming in number 5, one that we talked about recently that is a very polarizing one that a lot of people surprisingly said they did not like.
Yeah.
But both of us, we enjoy this. It's got
we love the Gold. Yeah.
That fake Red Bull flavor to it. So if you like that, the Four Loko Gold is for you. And then at number 4 is one here. Oh, wait. Oh, wrong one. Oh, and I'm knocking everything over. Is
excited.
Yeah, the Four Loko Red at number 4. And now, is this one? Now, is this another one you said you haven't had?
I haven't had the red.
You haven't had the red, and this is what we cracked open when we had the podcast with Kevin.
Yeah.
And I cracked this open, and I told you this is the one that tastes like the Swedish Fish.
Yeah.
Which is a really good, solid flavor out there. And at least at this point, is another one that was still at 14%. So it gives it that bonus. So that means now we are ready for the top 3. There's only 3 left. And we'll start with this one here. Number 3 is what I got right here in my hand. The Four Loko USA. Number 3, the USA sweatshirt here. So sorry, USA, you got number 1 in the pregame pregame power rankings. But here today in the can power rankings, you're coming in at number 3 because as much as I do like the USA now, I couldn't bump it up too far above that. I mean, it's still I got a lot of respect for it though. You gotta respect the USA.
Yeah.
No matter what. Matter what. So we're down to 2. And one of them is, and they're both the new kids on the block that are left. They were both released in 2023. One was released in January. One was released in December. And that's the newest one, the Four Loko Jungle Juice, and the one before that, the Warheads Sour Cosmic Punch. And this was a really, really tough choice because I know you and me both. We've been pounding down the Warheads, the Sour Cosmic Punch this whole year, off and on. And after we did the pregame power rankings, days later, Four Loko announced that there would be a Sour Cosmic Punch pregame coming out. That, I mean, I haven't seen it. I know you haven't seen it yet, but I assume I haven't seen anybody actually have it yet. So I don't know if it's actually out yet or they're working on it. But so we're waiting on that. So I have to revisit those power rankings.
Right.
But this was tough because we tried out the Jungle Juice on the last podcast right after Christmas. We both raved about it.
Yes.
And then this past weekend, it was nice and snowy out here. I cracked it open again just to give it that second shot. You can't have it just once. You need to
Yes.
revisit it. Just make sure that it's not just that first time
And the
love.
USA is the perfect example of that one.
Exactly. You can go back and look. There's like a whole podcast like trilogy of
Yeah.
of the my original taste of USA, the redemption, and then the subsequent podcasts after that where we've drank it many times.
Yes.
And so I went back, I drank the jungle juice again, and I'm like, this is a damn good beverage. I'm like, it's that orange, citrus, tangerine, whatever else they're putting in there. It's definitely a good solid flavor. And then recently I've had the Warheads, the Sour Cosmic Punch again, and it's a unique flavor. Uh, it's got that tinge of sour. It's not too over the top with the sour. So when it came down to the last two, it was tough. It was kind of a pick 'em. It was kind of a toss up. But I have to go with number 2 is going to be the newest one here, the Jungle Juice.
Okay.
It's coming in at number 2 on the Four Loko Power Rankings. It was really tough.
Sure.
I almost went with this guy at the top spot, but I still need to give it a few more rounds with it there.
Yeah.
Which at this point now that
Yeah.
coming in at number 1 in the bumwinebob.com Four Loko Power Rankings is the Four Loko, the Warheads Sour Cosmic Punch. Here is the number one ranked.
I agree with that. And the reason I do, there was so much anticipation and build up for the jungle juice that once we got it, it doesn't matter if it tasted like shit. It would have been the most amazing thing in the world to drink at that moment.
Exactly. It was we're out there, we're searching, we're looking for it.
Yeah.
We can't find it. It's right before Christmas. You got all this stuff going on.
Yeah.
And then by the time you find it, you send it over. The package gets delayed.
So yeah, I agree with what you got there on your top 3.
Yeah, like I said, all of them could be winners. No matter what, it's a toss up with those. I mean, it was really when it came down to the top 3 were the biggest question. The rest of them, it was a lot easier to just kind of toss them in anywhere in the list.
Yeah.
Besides the bottom 2 that I had, that, well, I said, well, they're not bad drinks. They just did not.
Sure, you could have thrown them all up in the air.
Yeah.
You could have grabbed the whole box of them, thrown them up in the air, and how they landed is the ranking you could put them in.
Yeah, pretty much.
There's not a bad one in the bunch, really.
No, and it like I said, it's all unique. They're all unique in their own way. If you want to say it, you can't go wrong if you're looking for the bottom cheap buzz for that. Like I said, we're still a little contentious about the price point on them, but you unless it was like you where you scored them, for what it was
I know it,
the $1.50 or whatever it was that you
$1.50 a can. That's because the jungle juice hadn't ring up in the register yet.
Exactly. So
and he's like, "How much are they?" I'm like, "I don't know." He's like, "Oh, I'll just do $1.50 a piece." Well,
oh, okay.
I already had what, 6 on the counter?
Yeah.
I wanted to go back and just get them all. He would have known something was up then.
Yeah, I was gonna say, next time you go back, see if they're actually ringing them up now. If they do, say, "Hey, remember last time you gave them to me for the $1.50 a piece?"
Yeah.
You know what? Hey, I'm a loyal customer.
That's what he would have said, Mr. Mike.
Yeah.
I love my stores.
I know. See, you get in there, you make friends with everybody.
Yeah. He's my Colt 45 dealer.
Yeah, see, and there we go. See, there we go. See, putting it along the bottom there.
There you
Four
go.
Locos Warhead Sour Cosmic Punches is number one in the official bumwinebob.com 2024 Four Loko Power Rankings. Just about a half a year of build-up.
Yeah.
Finally culminating right here for those of us that have been waiting patiently. I guess probably just the two of us, but hey, that's
Let us know in the comments what you guys think.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, let us know if this is something that you have been looking forward to. Let us know.
Yeah. And any suggestions on what to go for next? We're down for all suggestions.
Yeah, and as I said before, this is not the end of the Four Loko. It's just we're gonna kind of take a step back from it now that we covered everything. We got the Four Loko Power Rankings out there. We did the pregame Power Rankings. It's just not going to be as Four Loko intensive every single time that you listen or see us here. Yes, there might be a little swig, of a Four Loko, pregame or something here and there.
Yep.
But it's not going to be Four Loko all the time like we have been doing for the last few months here. Ooh, there we go. There it is.
Yeah, we always have something extra to pull on.
Mm-hmm.
We always have that little side kicker.
Yeah, and what I also had to line up here was too. I had to get I got my other can here. I got my Four Loko Cosmic Sour Punch lanyard koozie here. It's got the can in it to celebrate the number one.
Yeah, I'm glad you talked me into buying that thing.
Yeah, see, this thing's amazing. This is the best thing this is the best thing money can buy for the $6 or whatever.
Yeah,
it is there. But I think what's only fitting that we have a number one ranked here in a lanyard koozie is I think it's only fitting to try to see if I can spin this thing around. I mean, that's
what else?
That's what you have to do to to celebrate
what else
this.
You got?
It's already empty, so it's already here. So we're
all right. I'm gonna be ready.
Yeah. All right. Everybody, stand back. Don't try this at home. Okay.
I put my hard hat on.
Yeah.
Oh, buddy.
And make sure the hood's not in the way.
You need to fill the bottom of the can.
That one didn't
pennies.
work. We'll give it one more.
There we go.
Get some rope burn here.
Yeah. Don't worry about that. There it is.
Not quite. But yeah, got a nice. Man, that one hit me right in the back of the head there. But it's tough. It's tough out there at this koozie. You got to really got to lube it up good here to
fill the bottom of your can with pennies next time.
Yeah.
You need that ballast.
Exactly, but
that counterweight.
But whew. And on that note, there you have the 2024 Four Loko Power Rankings. So once again, to kind of recap it for anybody out there, we have number 14. We have sour apple, watermelon, electric lemonade, sour melon, fruit punch, sour blue raz, peach, sour grape, strawberry lemonade, Four Loko Gold, red, and then the top three, you have Four Loko USA, Four Loko Jungle Juice, and at number one, the Four Loko Warheads Sour Cosmic Punch. So, like I said, look at, like, they're not only in their official line there, but
Solid.
there you have all of them right there, all lined up. Nice and neat.
Yep. Solid
everybody.
ranking this time.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough work, man. There's been a lot of sleepless nights thinking about this. I mean, trying to say, oh man, what do I do? Where's sour grape rank? Where does peach rank? You wake up, you gotta jot down the notes, and then make sure that you have everything lined up. And it wasn't until this past weekend when I cracked open that jungle juice again,
Yeah,
that I finally locked it down there. I had the lower ranked ones pretty much in line, but then it was that top 5 that I was sitting on there waiting for. So
what a great way to start this new year off.
Yeah, we're kicking off the new year with these Four Loko Power Rankings. If you have your own power rankings at home or your favorites, let us know down in the comments or send me a message, reply to the post, wherever you find the podcast. You can like, subscribe, rate, review, share on all your favorite podcast apps. Just search for Bone with Bobcat. And then on YouTube, just smash that subscribe button, ring the bell, get notified when those new videos come out, because you never know. And this year we're expanding the YouTube, we're expanding the video content. I mean, where else can you see Roadhouse wearing the Four Loko bucket hat there? There. And
I did my part.
You did. Yeah.
Oh, buddy.
Yeah.
I can't wait to what this year holds for us.
Yeah, I know. We're gonna keep it going. We got some we're gonna get some more great guests lined up on here. And like you said, we're going old school. I cracked open New Year's Day the 24 ounce of the Milwaukee's Best Ice. So we're doing some 24s in 24.
Yes.
Doing that.
Super excited.
Yeah, so we're doing that kind of stuff, and it's always a great day for a 40. So you can't go wrong, no matter what.
Yes.
With that stuff there. So be sure to give us a follow, tell your friends, share the show, keep spreading the good word of the best of the worst in cheap booze. So Roadhouse, anything else you want to say before we sign off here?
You know what? I'm just stoked that we finally got to pull this one off. Looking forward to 2024. And you're doing what, 10 years?
That's it, yeah. February, the 10 years celebration. So we'll I think we'll do something special. We'll probably do another live stream.
We're always going to find a reason to drink and talk about
it.
Yeah. There's always going to be an excuse to get together and drink.
I know. It's like, do I need an excuse to drink the rest of this MD 2020?
Holy shit! Yes.
I mean, so you never know. You never know. You got to tune in to find out. You never know what might
house cleaning.
Yeah, exactly. You never know what might happen next. So hey, tell your friends. The best of the worst in cheap booze is right here, and at bumwinebob.com, and I'm Bum with Bobcat on Premier Podcast Network on YouTube. Tell your friends, and until next time, cheers.
Cheers.